Hi guys, good morning. Sorry I lost you there for a second. I was going under an overpass. Tiffany 100 plus. Oh man, I need gas. I have Dharma in the car with me on our way back up to Southeast Veterinary Neurology. I feel like I've been up there quite a lot the last week. This time it is for a neuro recheck with her neurologist, just to see where things are. Okay. They are supposed to do an x-ray today on her to see where we are as far as the disco infection. She's been on very, very high doses of antibiotics along with, her gabapentin and her tramadol and prednisone, but she's also been on high doses of antibiotic this whole time to treat the disco, which is an infection in her spine. So when we did the last neuro consult, they wanted to give her another month on the antibiotics and then do an x-ray and see if we can see the infection and see how much it's dissipated, or if it's still, as bad as it was. And then we can kind of make a plan going forward as far as her medications and antibiotics and things like that go. I'm hoping that they can just do the x-ray on her side. I've talked to the doctors about that. I've talked to them about my concerns with putting her on her back. So hopefully they'll be able to see what they need to see with her on her side, because when we actually took her for the MRI way back when to see if surgery was an option for her, she was actually walking on her own accord when we did that. But when they put her on her back for the MRI, it tweaked something in her back, and that's when she lost the ability to walk on her own. So obviously we don't want to do that again. So she has to have the x-rays done while lying on her side, not on her back. But hopefully it'll show that the disco has improved, and maybe we can cut down some of the antibiotics. They're hard on her stomach, along with all of the other medications that she needs to be on. So we're hoping for some good news today for Dharma. She just had her physical therapy on Friday that I took her to, which they said that she was better this time than she was the last time, which is promising. There was 1 week where she did everything on her own at the house. She was getting up and she was walking around and walking to and from her room and walking around the yard, and without any help or assistance from us. And we were very hopeful. She hasn't done that, unfortunately, on her own in a while. But she does still get up and move when she sees treats or when she wants food. She's very, very, very food motivated. And she still has a lot of life in her. So we just want to do everything possible to make her as comfortable as possible and to give her the best quality of life as we possibly can. And that includes all of these trips up to the neurologist for rechecks and for rehabs and all of the meds that go along with it. So I do have the donate button on this video. I would like to ask if you guys could donate any amount. Any amount helps. I just had Mario at the vet this morning as well for his CBC and to recheck his ears. So that was another cost. Dharma's therapy was last Friday, which we did not cover the cost of her therapy. Mario's infusion was last Tuesday. We didn't cover the cost of his infusion. So I do have the donate button on there. Like I said, any amount helps. $1, $5, $10. Everything helps us get towards our goal of giving these dogs everything that they need. All of our dogs, like I said, in House 1, we are dealing with a myriad of health issues and things with our dogs in House 1. Between Dharma, obviously, who you see, Mario and his ongoing medical to keep him here with us, happy and healthy. We've got Lance, who is ongoing with his hydrocephalus and his medications that he's on. We have Blake, who is in training, doing well, but very, very expensive to send him to that training. We have Precious and Spike, both with health issues. Precious with a heart condition, who needs to be on medications for life. I just had to refill all those today. Our little guy Spike, who unfortunately was just diagnosed with melanoma. He is on medications to keep him comfortable. It's just been a lot. Albert just had to have surgery on a mass that he had that was bothering him. So it has been quite the journey for the dogs at House 1, and that's just our house. That's not including, and I forgot about Alistair with the cardiologist that he had to go to, the medications that he now has to be on. He went to Foster, he's doing great, but now he is also going to be going back, once he's on the medications for 2 weeks, he's going to be going back to the eye specialist and having the retinal test done. And depending on what that says, if he's a candidate to have one eye repaired, then we're going to do that for Alistair, so that's another cost. And then all of the dogs up in Loxahatchee that are having eye surgeries, and Rhea that had to have her surgery for the prolapse, the mommy and baby that went to the hospital with Carbo, sadly lost the baby. Mommy's still in the hospital, thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. It's just been a lot. It's been very taxing money-wise for the rescue the last few months. It just seems like every dog has some sort of major medical that we are covering. So again, I do have the donate button on here. I did not put the rest of the links on there. I will as soon as I get to the hospital. I'll be able to go and put them on there, unless Amy about that. If I haven't done it, then she usually jumps on and posts them. But the donate button is there if you'd like to donate through Facebook. And of course, I will update everybody on what the doctor had to say about Dharma once her appointment is finished. Again, we are hoping that it shows that the disco is kind of resolving so that we can work on her medication cocktail. She's on so many meds. But if it's what's making her feel good and combating the infection, then of course that's what we are going to continue to do for her. Just like with all of our dogs, we will continue to do whatever necessary to keep them comfortable and happy and healthy until they find their forever homes, or if they never find their forever home, until it's time for them to leave us. Dharma will probably be with us for the remainder of her life, and we will love her and adore her and cherish her as we all do until that time comes. But we want to keep her happy and comfortable for as long as we can, especially while she's still very much with us mentally. Right, Dharma? Right, Mama? She usually has a lot to say. Surprised she doesn't have a lot to say on this car trip. Dharma, Dharma, Dharma. So again, guys, thank you so much for listening. I know I rambled a little bit, but it is just important that we have to ask for donations because, like I said, unfortunately, we have a lot of medical going on at the moment. And it has to be done. And we have to beg to be able to do that. So that's what we do. And again, I will upload the links if they aren't already there, with the other ways to donate, the PayPal, the Venmo, and the mailing address. Or you can donate through the donate button there on Facebook. So once again, thank you guys so very much for your continued love and support. Thank you for donating to Dharma, Mario, Lance, Albert, Alistair, Precious, Spike, Blake, and thank you for donating to all of our other babies and our ongoing mission. I will update you guys